Athletes who rise from humble beginnings to etch their names in history. For Nigeria's Super Falcons forward UCHENNA KANU, the road to stardom was not paved with gold or silver, but with determination, sacrifice, faith, and unshakable belief in her talent. Today, we celebrate her journey, a story that inspires not just young footballers, but anyone who has ever dared to dream. This is the story of UCHENNA KANU, a girl who turned her dreams into reality, who transformed challenges into stepping stones, and who became one of the shining stars of African women's football. UCHENNA KANU was born on the 20th of June, 1997, in Abia State, Nigeria. Like so many children in Nigeria, football wasn't just a game for her, it was a lifestyle, a passion that flowed through her veins. From a very young age, she fell in love with the ball. She would spend countless hours on the streets, barefoot at times, chasing the round leather object with friends, never knowing that those playful moments would shape her future. Nigeria is a country where football is almost a religion. The cheers from local games, the energy in the community, and the joy that football brings inspired UCHENNA. But for girls, especially, the journey was far from easy. Many young female players faced discouragement and lack of support. Yet, UCHENNA's resilience was stronger than any obstacle. She believed in her dream, even when the world around her doubted. UCHENNA's life took a major turn when she got the opportunity to study and play football in the United States. She attended Southeastern University in Florida, where she played college football with unmatched passion and skill. At Southeastern, KANU quickly became a legend. Her stats were nothing short of breathtaking. She scored 157 goals in just 102 matches, breaking records and turning heads across the football world. Her ability to combine pace, precision, and deadly finishing made her one of the most lethal forwards in college soccer history. But what stood out more than her numbers was her discipline. She balanced academics and football, proving that one can pursue education and still shine in sports. UCHENNA became a role model for young African athletes who dream of combining school with their passion for football. After years of honing her skills, it was time to wear the green and white jersey of Nigeria. Playing for the Super Falcons, the most successful women's football team in Africa, is every Nigerian girl's dream. For UCHENNA, it was not just a dream, it was destiny. She earned her first call-up in 2019, and from the moment she stepped onto the pitch, she brought fire, energy, and creativity to the team. Her pace on the wings, her eye for goals, and her relentless pressing made her a coach's delight and a fan favorite. The Super Falcons, known for their dominance in Africa, needed young blood to sustain their success, and UCHENNA stepped up when it mattered. She played with courage, unafraid of the big stage, unafraid of challenges. One of UCHENNA's most defining moments came during the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup in France. For many Nigerian fans, it was a proud moment to see her compete against the best players in the world. Though the Super Falcons faced stiff competition, UCHENNA proved that she belonged at the top level. Later, she also starred in the African Women's Cup of Nations, WAFCON, where she showcased her ability to score crucial goals and deliver when it mattered most. For a young player to perform with such confidence on the continental stage was inspiring. UCHENNA's career has not only blossomed with the national team but also with club football across the world. She first played professionally in Spain with Sevilla FC, adapting quickly to European football. She then moved to Sweden, where she continued to improve her craft, playing with determination and consistency. Eventually, she made her way to Mexico, signing with Tigres UCHENNA Femenil, one of the biggest clubs in women's football. In Mexico, UCHENNA found a new home. The fans adored her, her teammates respected her, and her performances elevated the team. Her ability to adapt to different leagues, cultures, and styles of play is proof of her versatility and professionalism. Challenges along the way. But let's not pretend it was easy. UCHENNA's rise was filled with challenges. Leaving home to study abroad, adjusting to new cultures, facing injuries, competing for starting spots, and dealing with critics, these were hurdles she had to overcome. There were days of doubt, nights of tears, and moments of uncertainty. But what makes her story inspiring is how she never gave up. She stayed disciplined, focused, and driven by a vision larger than herself. She knew she wasn't just playing for personal glory, she was carrying the dreams of young Nigerian girls who looked up to her. What sets UCHENNA apart is not just her football skills but also What sets UCHENNA apart is not just her football skills but also her humility, kindness, and commitment to giving back. She represents the modern-day African athlete, proud of her roots, but unafraid to conquer the world. She has inspired countless young girls in Nigeria to believe that they too can achieve greatness in football. Through interviews and interactions, she often emphasizes the importance of hard work, education, and perseverance. Her journey tells us, it doesn't matter where you start, it matters how much you're willing to fight for your dreams. At just 28 years old, UCHENNA Kanu's story is still being written. She has already achieved so much, but the future promises even more. With the Super Falcons, she aims to win more African titles and help Nigeria achieve greater success on the world stage. For her class, she remains a goal-scoring machine, always hungry for more. For herself, she dreams of leaving behind a legacy that goes beyond trophies, a legacy of inspiration. The story of UCHENNA Kanu is the story of resilience, courage, and triumph. From the dusty streets of Abia State to the grand stages of international football, she has proven that nothing is impossible with determination and faith. Her journey is far from over, but already, she stands tall as one of the brightest stars of African women's football. To every young dreamer listening today, remember this: if UCHENNA Kanu could rise from humble beginnings to global stardom, so can you. Because greatness is not reserved for a few, it's for anyone who dares to believe. This is UCHENNA Kanu's story. This is the story of dreams, determination, and destiny.